Oh, what a day. What a day. What a day. What a day. I know this is over about 13 to 14 hours late. I have no excuse. I have no excuse. I'm just gonna say it right now. A lot of shit happened. So that is why Fate has been delayed all day today, along with the Classroom Crisis reviews I promised. And then Fairy Tail, and then now Oh Harder That's Out. So I just quickly want to say, yes, those reviews are coming. I want to stay up tonight, and I want to get those out of the way. I'm just letting you know I am very sorry for this review, or these reviews, being late. So, let's dive in to Fate. So, Fate, the episode this week, Fate Kaleid, Season 3. Okay, so, first things first I want to tackle and dive right into. I was told by fellow Chibits that the actual professor, the teacher, in Fate Kaleid, I don't know if this is a very big spoiler, so I'm just going to say spoiler warning. I want to say it right now. Spoiler warning, I'll put up my thumb when I say it's good. Like, you can, turn back on the audio. I'll put my thumb up. Okay, so I was told by a couple of Chibits in the last couple of videos that the professor, the teacher, in this episode I was watching Illya and them, is Kire Kotamine's daughter. If that is fucking true, that is scary. You're telling me Kire Kotamine, rejoice, had a daughter. Okay, so, thumbs up. There you go. You can start the video now. Your audio is good. No more spoilers on that subject. So, besides what I just talked about, the episode was an amusement park episode. It wrapped around our characters going to an amusement park, having fun, and setting up more little details for the plot line of this season. So far, it seems like Fate Kaleid is having a very slow start when it comes to this series, because these past couple episodes have kind of been rather slow. That's the best way to describe it. I mean, there is build-up, and there is obvious build-up going on, but it has been rather slow, because after the events of last season with Bazette and all that type of shit, there was a lot of high expectations, and I have been told that Fate Kaleid is going to have some form of fillerish beginning. Like, this season is going to have fillerish beginning for the first couple episodes because of whatever they're trying to do. But I know very soon, probably next week, we'll be getting into some very serious stuff, so I am looking forward to that next week. But let's get back into this episode. So, in the amusement park, I noticed a couple of references that shocked me, I didn't expect to see. Like the brainwashing, when Illya mentions brainwashing, I'm like, bro, that subtle reference to Fate Stay Night right there. With the brainwashing, if you haven't read the visual novel or if you haven't seen that stuff, and I'm not gonna dive into that, but that brainwashing, Illya saying that, I see that shit. That's subtle right there. I see that. And then the Saber lion, dead. I died as soon as I saw that Saber lion, and then the lions that represented Saber, I died. I was like, that is too funny. That is just too funny seeing Saber in that position. So, a lot of interesting references to the other Fate series I noticed, with the lion to the actual lion head that looked a lot like Gilgamesh's lion in his flashback from Fate Stay Night. It's very weird looking at these different references. But in terms of what this episode was to do, it did have some animation issues, I noticed. It seemed like since this episode wasn't really that important to the overall grand scheme of everything so far that's been set up, there was some animation issues in this episode. There was a lot of still frames. Like, I noticed there was two big points in this episode where there was montages with still frames where our characters were having fun at the amusement park, going down rides and different things like that, and they were still frames. And I know that's a way to save budget, and that's the only major issues about this episode I could really bring up besides it being slow. There was a lot of still frames. And, like I said, no, I'm fully aware that it's going to be picking up next week, because I've already been told. But I just wanted to mention that. So, Fate Kaleid this week. It's an enjoyable episode. It's an enjoyable episode. I had fun watching it. Sorry for the delay as well, because, I mean, of course, I usually get these up very fast, and usually not like this, so please forgive me on that. But I enjoyed it. It was very fun, and now I want to move on to doing the Oharu and Fairy Tail and Classroom Crisis reviews. So, you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.